Hello and welcome to another anime lore and theory video. I'm Shergog, your host, and today we are going to take a closer look at why Ainz Ooal Gown is so proficient in magic and the deeper lore of life that his strongest skill creates a desert of death as a mere byproduct of his supreme might. But before we're going to take a closer look at any of this, let me quickly thank my Patreons for supporting this channel, as well as say thanks to all users of the YouTube thanks function for making one-time donations. And with that said, let's get to the topic at hand. Ainz Ooal Gown is the undisputed overlord of the Great Tomb of Nezarec, and despite his character build that is very much focused on role-playing, he possesses enormous arcane combat power. This is because he has excessively specialized in instant death magic, such as True Death or Grasp Heart, and amassed immense magical power and potency in the form of an over-maximized mana bar. He also has numerous abilities that allow him to summon, control, dominate, and enhance the undead, making him a true master of death itself. And this mastery over death also means mastering life. For from the perspective of the undead, all life pursues only one goal, moving in a single direction, from birth towards an inevitable state that all living beings reach, regardless of how much they try to resist, whether they, like Regret Bears Karoo or Fluder Paradane, use magic and rituals to stop aging and grant themselves centuries of lifespan, whether one is biologically immortal, like the many heteromorph beings that inhabit this world, and then fall in battle or succumb to disease, whether one is long-lived or short-lived, rich or poor, young or old. None of this matters when measured against infinity, for a truly powerful overlord understands that the goal of all life is death, and that all beings will reach it at a different time. And it is precisely this ability that lies deep within the character tree of Ainz Ooal Gown's avatar that enhances his power so immensely, hidden in the rare and hard to unlock Eclipse class. Ainz Ooal Gown gained the ability to take the life of not just anyone, but absolutely anything. Normally death magic only works on the living, on beings with a heartbeat, with blood in their veins that flows, on those who can at least pass away rather than just break. And it is completely ineffective against stone or metal animated by magic, making it harmless to golems and automatons. And of course it is entirely ineffective against beings that have already died. But Ainz's mastery over death goes beyond a mere biological definition of life. Even an automaton like Shizo Delta moves, interacts with her environment, speaks, learns, and develops further. Golems also move and work like humans. And even the undead, beings animated by dark energy who represent the greatest antithesis to life, still exist. The mere state of being, of existing, makes even the ground and the nutrients within it, as well as the air we breathe, impregnated with life, be it bacterial, or be it plant life in the form of seeds, in a certain sense, a living organism. And Ainz Ooal Gown is capable of taking this very life that most of us wouldn't even perceive as such. His most powerful skill, the goal of all life is death, this profound insight into the only true nature of life itself, that it is finite, enhances every ordinary death magic that Ainz wields to the extent that it can eliminate everything. And when Ainz Ooal Gown amplifies a death spell with this very skill, and it is an area of effect spell, meaning a spell that affects a certain radius, measured from the caster. Then the effect of the goal of all life is death is applied to absolutely everything within that area. Not only was Sheltie Bloodfallen eradicated, despite being undead herself, but also Einherjar, a construct that is not even alive, perished as a result of this area of effect spell, which was imbued with Ainz's strongest skill. But it went even further. Everything that exists can perish, and so the moist, nutrient-rich soil of the forest, with all of its minerals, biomass, microbes, worms and insects, with all of the fungi and the lichens, all of the roots and twigs, all of the bushes and shrubs, and all of the mighty towering trees. It all was eradicated, for all of this, in a sense, is life itself. And so everything that could support life was destroyed. Even the water, the ground and in the air died and was broken down into its components, leaving behind nothing but a bone-dry desert ground, fine rock, devoid of the hardy spores and seeds that can endure for decades or centuries in the desert soil, only to bloom once again, seeding the desert with new life after a few drops of precious water that have been waited for centuries finally arrive. No, this soil died and was completely purged of life. But Ainz's strongest skill went even further. Even the air was filled with death and was perversely corrupted in a gruesome manner. Imagine, for example, a rabbit, startled by the battle noise caused by the titanic fight between the strongest floor guardian and her rightful overlord. Panicked and breathing quickly, it runs away until it reaches a clearing that hadn't been there before. It seems to stop just in time before falling off a cliff. But the danger did not come from the abyss. Instead, it came from the very air itself. A single breath of this air, corrupted by Ainz's strongest skill, was enough to, instead of replenishing the oxygen reserves in the rabbit's blood and removing the carbon dioxide that had built up in itself, to immediately halt its entire metabolism, that pulsating, betraying signal of any form of life. With just this one fleeting breath the rabbit has taken, its heart stopped. Cellular respiration failed, and the neurons in the animal's brain fell silent, without the rabbit even being aware of its own end. What remained was silence, the mute echo of death, the echo of Ainz Ooal Gown, the undead overlord and master of Nazarick. And with that said, now it's your turn. What do you think of Ainz Ooal Gown's strongest skill, and the devastating effects this skill has on the environment when Ainz amplifies a death spell with an area of effect? Let me know it down in the comment section. And while you're typing, I say thank you very much for watching. Thanks to all of my patrons for their amazing support, and special thanks to Ada Daddy Ada, ASK, Bad Guy Ye, Bad Burrito 316, Beezer, Ben C, Brandon D, Chrissy, Crowley 0221, Sia, Crystal Prime, Dead Slime, Death is Mercy, Deathless Dragonlord, Demon Xenomorph 1987, Devin Downen, Ding Dong, Dan Pep, Dragonlord Placido Saxophone, Duckwagon, Dunkler Krieger, Dystopia II, Enigmatic Unicorn, Feral Shivan, Guy with That Head, Hector Marino, Hoss, Huster, Jacob G, Jana B, Jason, J. Morris, Chromius, Kyle R, Lee K. Long, Legendarius, Lelouch V. Britannia with a Mustache, Lexus Fox, Lord Nishiki and Rai, Lord Touch Me, Love Razor, Merovec, Mr. Shoes, Mr. Tweaker, Michael R, Michael Y, Nope, Oh Hell No, Normal Toad, O'Kill, Overlord General Gasper, Paddy Pantum, Personage, Ruru, Primus 11, Rhinomere, Cune Caracos P, Shergox's Daddy, Shadow Lightning Wolf, Shrine Keeper, Sir Axolotl, Super Tier Magic Batista Bomb, Supreme Cheese, Staris, Ted, Texas Deer, Diorg Warboss, Rock Ed Smasher, T.E. Wang, Vash Hawkeye, Vegito 27, Venture Fanatic, Wilhelm, Zinukai, and Sonagon. Thanks guys. Anyway, have a nice day, and I hope to see you all again soon on my next video.